What? Oh, yeah. Koala Man 108. Get in touch with GOG if you want to do live streams. It's about being a volunteer. There's nothing like they need to check out your stuff. If you have some YouTube experience or something like that, that would help a little bit. But I think you can just get in touch with them. There's a forum post on that. Or get in touch with Outstar or Jordy whenever you see them here. I think Jordy's on tomorrow. Outstar whenever she's on next. Just get in touch with them. They can provide you maybe with some other contact details and see if you can find a place to fit into the schedule. The way this works is if you get accepted as a volunteer, you can propose an idea for a series or a game that you'd like to play, or they can come up with some of their own ideas. For example, like I came up with the idea of playing a game on each Saturday at 9 o'clock GMT, and the first game that I give them a list, and GOG came back and said, out of your list, we think Alan Wake would be a good idea. So I said, well, let's call it the Spooky Show. That's how the Alan Wake Spooky Show was born. We played through the entirety of Alan Wake, and then GOG came back and said, listen, we have some good feedback on the fact that you played Alan Wake on the Spooky Show, so let's just call it the Spooky Show, the Saturday Spooky Show, and have you play scary games. That's how, and that's why I'm playing like scary game after scary game, because GOG looked at your feedback, excuse me, and they said that would be a good idea. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, exactly, Koala Man. This is a volunteer-based thing. What we, at most, if there's some game that they would like someone to stream and you get picked to stream that game, and if you don't have it, they will give you that game. But most of the games that I've been streaming so far on GOG I already had. But for example, I streamed Republic Commando. I didn't have it, and they just gave me a code for that game in exchange for streaming it, let's say. Yeah, exactly, G Pudding. This is... But I don't think this is ice. This... Is this ice? I don't think this is supposed to be ice. I think due to the lights it's looking like that, but it's supposed to be rock. Murkoff Corporation. Worldwide project. We're no longer in Mount Massive Asylum. We're in something else entirely. Are you guys asking if this is marble? Yeah, this looks like marble. It's marvelous. These doors don't even have a handle on them. Morphogenic engine chambers. Well, I got a feeling that Nasty is going to be turned up to 11. My guts. are giving me a bad feeling about this. Hive Showdown, yeah. Black Mesa feeling, of course, from this place. Also, Fear. If you've played Fear, it seems a bit similar to that. Also, the story about experimenting on people to get them to develop their own sort of supernatural, well, not supernatural, telekinetic abilities and things like that. That's very much inspired from Fear, I would say. I've got a bad feeling, a really bad feeling about this. There's the outside. Morphogenic engine. Liquid nitrogen. Cool. Hacker is asking if there's any way we can support you or the GOG streamers except for subscribing to your various channels, social media. I don't. I can only answer for myself. The only thing that would help me is because sometime in the future, right now I'm going to say get into a bit of a, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but right now my personal life is a little bit complicated and my work situation is a little bit complicated as well, meaning that I don't have a lot of spare time to do a lot of, I've stopped doing anything for my own YouTube channel and Twitch for a while. I'm hoping to get back on those really soon though. The only thing that helps me is subscribing to my stuff and giving those things on there, my videos and whatever, a look. For GOG, it helps them, and I'm not joking. If you guys follow their channel, they are working on some really cool things for the future, and if you guys follow the channel, that's the best way you can give them feedback. Also, if you can tweet at them on Twitter or let them know via the forums, if you guys enjoy the content that we're doing, if you give feedback on the live streams, and if you follow their channel, they know that this is working, and they can internally in their own company, because I don't work for them, but in their own company, they can then go to their higher management and maybe get some more support for the Twitch project and really get some nice things going here. They're working on some improvements for the future already, but the more support they have from you guys, the easier it will be for them to grow this into something more special. Like, for example, if you remember, they had the Insomnia sale on GOG.com, and they had a huge live stream program here, 96 hours, that's a 9 and a 6, 96 hours of uninterrupted live streaming here on the channel, which was absolutely amazing. And they've got a huge amount of ideas, but they would need to know that there's an audience there for those ideas, and that there's a chance to grow this into something even better than it is right now. But for myself, the fact that you guys are here and watching this is all the support I need. I don't know what else I could say. I really appreciate being here, interacting with you guys. It's really awesome. I'm getting a nasty feeling. Right, floaty dude. Floaty dude, floaty dude. Ah! Fatty dude! Fatty dude and floaty dude are fighting it out! This is awesome! Yes. Oh, I can see floaty dude only with night vision. What the? Ooh. That's a stuffed pig. What do I do now? Do I go back that way? Nope. And I got a feeling that we're not in Kansas anymore. Can I just break this freaking window and get out? Okay.
I know. I am supposed to be dead. No such luck. I am older than sin, but somehow the only one left. Because of Billy. He takes care of me. He may think I'm his father. He certainly loves me, poor idiot. You know what this symbol represents? It warns of a nanohazard. Microscopic machines. Technology we have had for decades but never mastered. Murkoff discovered in my research a workaround. Turning the cells in the human body into nanofactories. It's the natural function of cells to produce molecules, but through psychosomatic direction, we engineered the precise molecules necessary. Mind over body.
What?
Foolish and wrong to think we could control it. To use madmen to make something so strong. You have to stop him to murder Billy. Turn off his life support, his anesthesia. You have to undo what I've done. No one can get out of this place while he lives. You must kill him. They achieved something like this in 1944. Those fascists thought it was spirits. I let them believe it. Let them kill themselves, thinking there was some kind of afterlife now empirically promised to them. Fools. Poor Alan. He would weep to see what I've built from his dreams. Billy doesn't mean harm. He's a child with a damaged mind, granted the powers of a god. It would make any of us into a monster. You must end this. You all must die here. Murkoff knew the danger, but they didn't care. In the corporation's mind, they were all just dollar amounts in a ledger.
Yep.
And the profits Project War Rider promised overshadowed whatever pitiful balance a few doctors and patients amounted to. Evil spread if you don't stop him. The morphogenic engine is self-perpetuating. I pray to God you have the strength to end it here with your death.
Hey.
I think I want to rest. Billy will not let me die. You could never imagine how cruel this is. I only want to die.
I think we've missed something. Let's take a look at some of the notes that we have. Okay, plenty of notes. God help me, I think I've seen the wall rider. That's when we first saw the floaty dude outside. Don't drink the water. So much blood in the water I can smell it, like putting a penny in your mouth when you were a kid. The whispers are making more sense. I'm looking for static. It's like an itch. The Wernicke exit interview. The man sounds like Dr. Strangelove's anemic brother. It's a 25-year-old audio recording, an interview with this Dr. Wernicke. Los Alamos means government work. Wernicke talks about spontaneous bleeding, tumors, psychosomatic reactions in sufficiently disturbed people. Seems to walk a line between science and Nazi mysticism. Only a test subject who had witnessed enough horror was capable of activating the engine, the morphogenic engine. The engine, the movie they're projecting, it gets in my head like a song you can't stop humming. I blink and see Rorschach tests that look like swarming insects and infected surgery wounds. Ugh. The patients talk about using the engine to conjure the wall rider. It's the buzzing I hear in my bones. I can't believe Father Martin one-upped Jesus Christ himself in shitty ways to die, and I don't believe I'm going to miss him. A way out. If he's telling the truth, now I've got a way out and a story to tell. He wants me to spread his gospel. I'll tell the whole fucking world. Fuck. Whoever finds my corpse, trust no one and tell everyone I'm not crazy. I know, only crazy people say that, but I'm as sane as this world allows, with a camera full of evidence. Don't call it a gospel, call it a mockery of reason. Let the world know it is Murkoff's fault to bury these bastards with my mutilated dead body. This is the morphogenic engine, a few lines of mathematics, an algorithm, reprogram us, turn us into nightmare factories. A few numbers on a dry erase board. He'll give me a hacksaw in a few hours alone with Dr. Wernicke's corpse. I feel I owe him a debt. This is the way you die, ripped to pieces from the inside, watching your marrow scatter on a concrete wall. You've escaped one hell, Chris Walker. Yep, see the guy, the fat guy, who was killed by this floaty guy, he was named Chris Walker. I knew that. God help me, but I somehow hope you didn't find another hell. Okay, documents. Yeah, guys, I'm ignoring any spoilers in chat. I'm going to read these documents, and I think this is going to probably be the end of the live stream, or 2 hours already. I don't even know your name, but I've come to think of you as one of my blood, my Paul. I hope you don't mind, and I hope you don't indulge the vanity of self-pity, the fear that your suffering is more than others. We all must endure this, and you are nearly done. There's no way to heaven but by the cross, and every man needs another to help drive the nails in. I'm here for you. I'm waiting ahead. Project Paperclip. Nazi War Crimes Disclosure Act. The first paperclip provides a means of obtaining services of foreign specialists for specific assignments within the technical services of the Departments of Army, Navy, and Air Force. Project 63 is primarily a denial program. The aim of this program is to secure employment in the United States of certain preeminent German and Austrian specialists. Okay. The Wall Rider, also known as an Alp, Mara, or Schrat, is a demonic creature of German origin that torments sleepers. They crouch on a sleeper's chest and crush the breath from him. The sleeper wakes terrified, paralyzed, and asphyxiating. The name Mara gives us the word nightmare. Sexual assaults by the demon are rare, but it has been known to drink milk from the breasts of sleeping women and blood from the nipples of sleeping men. Ugh. How can I not remember where the cuts are coming from? They hurt so deeply, even days later. Dr. Newhouse tells me that it's my fault. I'm subconsciously resisting the hypnotherapy. But I want so much to get better. I don't know how I could be doing this to myself. Dr. Newhouse says it's another condition of my bedroom-inspired hysteria. Poor Bruce, I make him suffer so. I tried subtly to ask Miss Jackson if she's had similar issues with her husband, but she's loath to talk about it. Her husband, too, has found comfort in a younger woman. I know the doctors only mean well, and with the help of the government men who joined the staff, I'm in the very best hands possible. I should just take my pills and sleep and hope for more pleasant dreams tonight. Billy's dreams. Okay, so this is about Billy. Hey, Cindy, another interesting conversation with Billy this morning. He says he's been talking to Darner Wernicke again for his therapy in the White Place. This is the white place, the giant lab here. I'm disturbed by the fact... what? Pack Zigzag, please keep it polite, dude. I am asking you nicely. Okay, so I'm disturbed by the fact that his delusions have only gotten worse with medication, which isn't in the literature for benzodiazepine. In any case, his dead doctor friend is filling his head with more German folklore. Apparently the only thing that can kill the Wall Rider are vampiric butterflies vomited from a demon called Orexi. The butterflies suck the breath from people's lips and drink blood from their nipples. They can also take the form of emaciated upright pigs or sick dogs, so Billy's got that going for him. What? You'd mentioned Billy talking about his mother's tattoos before. Are any of them by chance tattoos of butterflies? Next time I get outside of the Murkoff firewall, I'm going to look online and see if there's any actual basis in German folklore, or if Billy's making this garbage up from whole cloth. Who would love to compare notes sometime, wouldn't mind doing it over a glass of wine. Gets loading up here on 2. Spirit Breach. Okay, pressing news concerning the ongoing work of Wernicke in his development of the engine. Expanding on theories developed in his brief but unfortunate relationship with Turing. If I had not witnessed it myself, I would not believe it had happened. Wernicke's method has breached the spiritual realm. Something crossed from the other side. I personally witnessed the appearance of an apparition, briefly but undeniably so. So this is in 1938. Please forward my note and invitation to witness further experiments to Dietrich Eckart. I do not doubt the Führer himself may need to be made aware of our discoveries. Dr. Wernicke's discoveries represent an enormous opportunity for the German people. Obviously sufficient reasons to keep him out of any sort of calling program. Regards to your family. Flesh-eating bacteria. Okay. I am an unworthy supplicant who can serve our Lord only by feeding our Lord. Please take me, Wall Rider. Let my shepherd's apostle see it and spread it with his lies. My blood is filled with you and waiting to be set free. This is my prayer. Okay. Okay, from the personal records of Dr. Wernicke. So an excerpt from Frankenstein. Cool. Whoa, my 14th autopsy of a Wall Rider patient showing no more signs of accepting the therapy than any of the others. Okay, so human growth hormone, that explains Chris Walker there. He got big because of whatever they did to him. Okay, the psychological cost of using such far-gone and further provoked patients is more than I feel I can handle. May suggest hanging less hope on the far-flung theories of a senile Nazi and move towards using a simpler mechanical engine based on major sperm protein. What? Would definitely suggest harsher chemical restraints. Murkoff security killed patient 921 after he overcame enough tranquilizers to put down a hockey team. I'm afraid... What? The hormone therapy is interacting with our chemical restraints. Okay, that's it. We read everything. Oh boy. Now I know I think I'm getting close to the end here, but I don't want to go on for too long because it is 1 o'clock in the morning here, and gotta get up early in the morning, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been a really fun live stream here. I'm going to have to end it now, but thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for having been a wonderful audience, for following my own stuff there on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for following GOG.com's here Twitch channel. And I will see you guys next Tuesday for Tuesdays with Tax at 9 o'clock GMT. Unless something else, unless GOG has something planned, this is the schedule. And next Saturday for, I think, the final episode of Outlast, and we'll probably be starting the DLC, Whistleblower. So that's also 9 o'clock GMT next Saturday. Now, again, thank you guys very much for having watched this, and thank you for being a wonderful audience. See you next time.